Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. We are on a trend here, doing things a little bit differently. Yesterday, I uploaded my very first of a brand new series I want to launch on my channel called Top 5s. I did for you guys my top 5 favorite ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, I will link it down below. But what we are going to be doing today is pretty much going over all of the brand new foundations that I have tested out recently on my channel. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, I've already watched your review, and I totally get that, yes. But I'm going to approach this in kind of a different way. I have 2 other foundations that I have been testing out and putting to the test on my own behind the scenes that I haven't had a chance yet to make a video on, one of which I have on my skin right now. So let's just dive into it. I have 6 different foundations in front of me. All of these have launched in the past month or 2 months, I would say, kind of in that range. Most of them are actually quite new. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first one I want to talk about is from Pat McGrath. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I was initially so excited for this, but the more I found out from you guys and my subscribers and you guys commenting about the ingredients and everything, things that I didn't even notice myself, which I normally would, I kind of got turned off by it. The excitement kind of fell down. I actually ordered this on the day that it launched from Pat McGrath's website, and I ended up ordering the wrong shade. I had to send it back, and then I ended up just going into Sephora and purchasing it like this. So I have mine in the shade Light Medium 13. I do have to say off the bat, I actually really enjoy the way that this foundation performs. It is very similar though to my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, the finish that I get, depending on the primer that you use. I find that if you use a more hydrating primer with this foundation, you are going to look a little bit more glowy. If you don't use a primer at all and you just use a moisturizer underneath, you're going to get a finish that is very similar to the L'Oreal 24-Hour Foundation. I mean, $68, $11.99 at Target. Yes, there are a difference in the quality of ingredients. I will say that. I don't believe that there's any fragrance or anything in this one, whereas the L'Oreal one has a ton of fragrance. This one doesn't have any chemical SPF in it. The L'Oreal does have a chemical SPF in it. So, you know, obviously, there are pros and cons to each product. One is much more expensive than the other. I would say that if you enjoy more luxury, high-end products, you're not a fan of sunscreen, you want something that you can build up from a very light coverage to a very medium coverage, you just enjoy something like this, I really think that you will like the Pat McGrath foundation. And it is pretty long wearing. I did wear it throughout my workday a couple of times. I really actually did enjoy it. I hate to say it because it's $68. It is infused with some skincare, so that is a plus. It's just really nice. The packaging is just beautiful and super luxurious. It's a really good foundation. If you are normal to dry, you will like this. Some combo skin, yes, I'm gonna say that. Combo skin can wear this. Very oily skin, I don't know, you guys. It's hard for me to say because I'm not oily. I just try to imagine what this would be like if I had very oily skin. I don't know, I can't speak on that, but normal, combination, normal to dry, yes, you will love this foundation. All right, moving on to another one I have not yet had a chance to talk about on my channel, the Milk Makeup Flex Stick Foundation. I have mine in the shade Golden Nude. I am wearing this for a 3rd time today. I have this on my skin right now, and I have a lot of thoughts. Number 1, this is a very emollient texture. One thing that I do not like about this is that when I put it on and blend it out, I can feel it on my skin. It just feels kind of thick and heavy, despite the fact that it says that it is supposed to be flexible without creasing or caking. Now that might be true, but it feels cakey on the skin. It doesn't look it, but it just feels heavy. What I end up having to do is really set it down. It does look beautiful on the skin. It looks beautiful in photographs. I'll insert a photo here. And it does look nice on the skin from an on camera, from a photo type aspect, but it just feels heavy and sticky. I even tried it with the Hydro Grip Primer, like they recommend that you do, thinking that it might grab the product a little bit more and help with some of that heaviness, but it doesn't. Even my highlight, I feel like sits kind of funky on it. It looks really chunky. I feel like it's just like kind of exaggerating things. Side note, I did also pick up the Flex highlighter as well. I don't know if this was the wrong shade for me or what, which is strange because I actually have the little mini of their cream lit highlighter highlighter, and I actually really enjoy that. But this is almost too pigmented, almost to a fault. It is absolutely beautiful, but you can just see it on the skin. So obviously the shade just didn't work for me, but it's almost just a little bit too much. It's almost as if I took a very pigmented metallic foiled eyeshadow and just put it on my face, and it just like exaggerates texture, and I can see it. It looks like I have streaks on my face. It's just not flattering. I may try out a different shade, but I think it's just the formula that I'm not a fan of. So I did want to mention that quickly because I did purchase these two together because they did launch together, and I wanted to include that in the video. But yeah, I want to return this because I just really don't like it. Back to the foundation, I'm going to say hell no if you have combination skin. If you have oily skin, no way. This is going to slip and slide. This is going to be a legit nightmare for you. So I will say that. I may revisit this again in the winter when my skin is extra dry. In the summer, I'm more normal to dry. I do want to mention that because that is important in considering my review of these foundations. I think that maybe I'll give this another shot in the winter when my skin just gets more dry, and maybe I'll enjoy it more then. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to continue to play with it, but that one I really can't even recommend to you at all. Moving on to one of my favorite foundations that I have reviewed recently. This is from Dose of Colors. This is their Meet Your Hue. This is hands down one of the best matte foundations that I have ever tried. What is so special about this is that if you do have dry skin, chances are you're going to be able to pull this off. It just looks airbrushed and flawless. It smooths out fine lines and pores and texture, and it just kind of becomes one with your skin. Full glam, looks beautiful in photographs. Other products just blend beautifully on top of it. And the best thing about it is I think that really a ton of different skin types are going to be able to pull this off. It comes in a ton of different shades. It's got fantastic packaging, and this stuff is very long wearing. This is the type of foundation that if you were to powder maybe just once or twice throughout the day, it's going to look fresh and just beautifully matte without looking flat, and your skin is just going to look bomb. Like, this is a foundation that actually makes your skin look better. I absolutely love this. I have used it a few more times since I have reviewed it, and it is one of my favorites. So yes, if you are oily, combination, dry, definitely check this one out if you're looking for more of a mattified finish. If you're not one of those people that is looking for a dewy or illuminating finish, you need to check this one out. Next, we have one that I just did recently on my channel. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one because, again, I literally just reviewed it, but I will tell you that I am in love with this foundation, from the finish to the ingredients to its longevity and just overall the way that it makes my skin look. Hands down, A+, fantastic. Another good one for if you are a dry skin gal like me. You will actually really like this product. Combination skin will like it too. The best thing about it is that this achieved what the Milk Makeup one could not, and that is the fact that it can give you that luminous, kind of gorgeous hydrated finish without feeling tacky or sticky on the skin. I cannot feel this when I'm wearing it, and that is literally the best part of it, along with the fact that it is alcohol-free, vegan, gluten-free, non-comedogenic, ophthalmologist, dermatologist tested. It just has so much going for it. It is a fantastic formula. So if you fall into the category of looking for any of those things that I just mentioned, then you will definitely love this foundation right here. Let's quickly, briefly revisit the Benefit Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation. This was another one that I actually really enjoyed as well, but it is way too dark for me. I do need to pick this up in a lighter shade because I enjoy this one as well. I feel like, again, another one that will work for many different skin types. It blends out really easily. It almost has like a powder finish, meaning like once you blend this out, it's not necessarily like matte by any means. It just gives you like this soft kind of like, I don't know, like skin-like finish. It's really beautiful, really stunning. It's more of a lighter coverage. So if you are someone who wants something that's a little bit lightweight, is more on the light to medium coverage, buildable, just kind of like a simple everyday look, I feel like that you will really enjoy this foundation as well. So this is a good one for that. And then we have one more to touch on, and that is from Urban Decay. This is the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. We have seen so many people talk about this one. This is one that I have not reached for again since I reviewed it, simply because I did feel like upon further investigation that this was kind of drying on my skin. And I have read more deeply into the description that this is really made for normal to oily skin, and that is fantastic, but I don't know, it just didn't do enough for me personally. Alcohol is like one of the first few ingredients in this product, and with that being said, I don't know if that's what's drying my skin out, because Pat McGrath has a lot of alcohol in it too, and that didn't make my skin feel dry. So again, it's really going to depend on the quality of the ingredients, the type of ingredients, the type of alcohol being used. I feel like I have to give this one another shot, but as of right now, it's just not something that I reach for. It is extremely long wearing, I will say that. It does blend out nicely. The coverage itself is something that I do enjoy. I don't know, there's just something about it that just it's just not quite enough. It's not quite there for me yet. So oily skin folks, someone who wants a little bit more of a more natural coverage, a more naked finish, I think that you would enjoy this, but just be on the lookout for those ingredients if you are sensitive to alcohol. Well, there you guys have it, a roundup of the most current foundation releases. There are so many more that I haven't touched yet. I think the reason why I did this is because there are a couple other foundations that I do want to do dedicated reviews on, and I just didn't want my channel to turn into just foundation review after foundation review after foundation review. So let me know if you like this style of video where I test out a bunch of them and I just kind of come at you guys with kind of like a foundation speed dating, if you will. We just kind of, you know, spend a little bit of time with each foundation, see how we like it, see how we feel about it, and if it's a keeper, great. Otherwise, boom, move on to the next one. So let me know what you think about that. I am so excited for the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter Foundation. I am so excited for them to come out with that foundation. I did pick up the new Flesh Beauty or Flesh Cosmetics. I don't know what they go by, but I did pick up that new Flesh foundation as well. So I do want to do a dedicated review on that one. As always, leave me a comment down below and let me know which products you want to see me review on my channel. And again, I do want to mention, be on the lookout because there is a really awesome giveaway coming your guys' way. So yeah, I hope you stick around for that. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, if you like this concept. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.